Welcome to Sunrise, first light for what's next on B2B revenue teams. Lots to cover today, so let's dive in.
Okay, picture this. Will Smith playing Nicky. He's in this plush Super Bowl skybox. He's standing next to this billionaire gambler, Liyuan, and the bet is massive. Millions on the line. Winner takes all. Liyuan picks any player on the field. Nicky just has to guess the jersey number. So many players out there. And Nicky, cool as anything, just says 55.
Right.
And bam, he's right. Gets it exactly.
Incredible scene from the movie Focus, but the twist is what matters for us today. It wasn't a guess, was it? It wasn't luck at all. All day long, Nicky's team had been planting that number, 55, everywhere in Liyuan's environment, like hotel room numbers, taxi plates, billboards, even the music playing, tiny, tiny exposures. So when Liyuan made his choice, it felt totally random to him. But Nicky made it inevitable.
Right, and that is priming, which sounds like Hollywood magic, but you're saying the psychology. That's real.
Absolutely real. And it's really fundamental to influence, especially in B2B sales and how you engage prospects today. So our mission in this deep dive is to sort of unpack that. How do you master this invisible art? How do you create that inevitability?
Okay, let's dive into that because, I get maybe 20 cold messages a day. How does just seeing a name pop up actually grab my attention? Doesn't it just fade into the background?
It works because it lowers what psychologists call cognitive friction. The main idea is the mere exposure effect, or, familiarity breeds liking. Just seeing something repeatedly, even passively, makes your brain feel, safer about it. The unknown feels risky, right? But the familiar, that feels safe.
Ah, okay. So you're basically shifting yourself from being this unknown, potentially risky salesperson to someone who feels vaguely familiar, safer, before you even send that first real outreach email.
Precisely. And that feeling of ease, that's cognitive fluency. When your name or brand is familiar, it's just easier for the brain to process it. Less effort equals more trust, essentially. So when your message finally lands, it feels recognized. It doesn't feel like an interruption out of nowhere.
Okay, I get the familiarity part, the lower friction. But isn't something missing, like social validation? Just because I've seen a name doesn't mean I trust them yet.
Great point. And that's where social proof comes in. It's like a mental shortcut. If your prospect sees you commenting thoughtfully in industry discussions, or they notice mutual connections liking your stuff, the subconscious thought is kind of like, oh, okay, other people I know seem to trust this person. Maybe I can too.
You've already laid the groundwork.
Right. You've built a bit of silent credibility.
Exactly. And things like consistent content. That primes you as an authority. People start seeing you as the expert.
So knowing all this is one thing, but doing it, that seems to be where things fall apart. You mentioned some stats before, didn't you? About how many reps just stop.
Yeah, the numbers are pretty stark. It's something like 48% of sales reps stop after just a single touch, one email, maybe one call, and then silence. And most of them lean way too heavily on email, often automated and not very personalized.
Well, at the same time, it takes, 10 or 15 touches now just to cut through all the noise?
Exactly.
10 to 15 touches. It sounds like a lot, I know. But here's the opportunity. Because so few people are actually executing this priming playbook with discipline, the bar to actually stand out is, honestly, shockingly low if you just break that pattern.
Okay, so how do we actually do this? What's the playbook look like, say, for the first 30 days when targeting key accounts?
It starts with being really precise, targeting precision. Forget boiling the ocean. Identify your top 50. These are the key decision makers, the influencers, the active voices in your top tier 1 and tier 2 accounts. Focus matters. Then, step 2 is map urgency.
And you said go beyond just job changes, right? Because everyone tracks those.
Yeah, job changes are table stakes. You need real buying triggers. Things like major market shifts affecting their industry, recent acquisitions or funding rounds, maybe a big competitive win or loss. Things that create genuine pressure for them to act now. Map out 2 or 3 of those per account. And third, nail your problem focus. What are 3 to 5 specific critical problems they are likely facing that you can genuinely help solve? And you need proof. Content helps here.
Okay, targeting, urgency, problems, got the foundation. What are the first activation steps, the quick wins?
All right, first easy one. Connect early on LinkedIn. Send those connection requests maybe 2 or 3 weeks before you plan any formal outreach. If you do it thoughtfully, you can expect maybe a 30-40% acceptance rate. That's early familiarity building right there.
And critically, don't just connect and lurk. You need to comment, don't lurk. That stat always gets me. 1% create content, 9% comment or engage, 90% just scroll past. You have to be in that top 10%.
Absolutely. Engage with posts, especially ones touching on those core problems you identified. Add your perspective, show up where they already are. Social sellers statistically do better.
And then the actual outreach sequence.
Yeah.
How do we make that stand out?
This is where stacked touches come in. It's about using multiple channels in quick succession. Think 2 or 3 touches close together, maybe a short, sharp email focused on that trigger, followed quickly by a voicemail, and perhaps even a personalized LinkedIn voice note. Mix it up. Be human. The goal is something like 15 to 25 valuable exposures over that 30-day period. Mix channels, mix formats, keep it valuable every time.
So you're building layers of recognition and value.
Exactly. And track the leading indicators, connection acceptances, comments, early replies. Aim for real engagement. Ultimately, your success really hinges on a few things. How well did you actually pinpoint their real problems? How effectively did you offer insights and proof for those problems? And honestly, how creative and human was your execution? Did your value proposition really hit home?
It comes back to that focus scene, doesn't it? You're not trying to force a decision on someone. You're stacking all these little exposures, these little moments of value and recognition, so that when the time comes for them to make a choice, choosing you feels easy. It feels natural. It feels, well, almost inevitable. We all see 55s constantly without realizing it. The trick is making absolutely sure your prospects are seeing yours.